here's 1st and 10. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Second and 7. He'll look to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now he'll run it, and he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 4th one. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll throw out of the gun.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first.
And he's in! Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He'll drop to throw. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This one on target to Olave. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes.
And he's in. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans.
When I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Deep ball downfield for Sherfield. And he will dive into the end zone. 82 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion. And he'll he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Finding room to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown Saints. York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Saints will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive will start on the ground. Trying to tiptoe around the defenders there. He'll wind up with a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He connects with Gray on that one. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That's caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Denver. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. That's in the end zone. And now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone.
Remember now, Mike, that interception won't count for either guy, but the effort to save 2 points, especially after a drive that you end up giving up a touchdown, they could have easily folded and turned it into 8. And a nice stand there, keeping it to 6, and they'll take all the wins they can get.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Third down and 9. Olave is the motion man. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to lead to fourth down. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll turn and hand this one off. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Olave. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to keep it himself. So 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's got his man. It's Hill. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gives him a 1st down.
That's good for another Saints. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. York's kick is good. And the Saints will cut into that lead.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. First and 10. He'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Back to the air once more on second down. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Back to the air one more time. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Gray. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the pass. is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And the Saints are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Cooks going in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. A gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. we're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. 1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one into the hands of Hill. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. Olave is the motion man. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's number 40 on the season for him. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decision.
To the goal line and in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? they've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Short pickup to the 38. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
They'll run on 2nd down. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And fourth down's coming up. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's 2nd down. They'll run here. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up 1st down.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll stick to the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos.